Does anybody know if we actually renamed the golf move?
He just did it yesterday.
Yeah.
I seen there was like one publication to that like acknowledged it by that. It's just one of those things though, like it reminds me when Little Uzi tried to buy the planet because it's like who has the jurisdiction to say yes or no to that? You know what I'm saying? Like
It's like buying
just because a country says they acknowledge it, what does that mean though? You feel me?
That's fair because, like, what if the citizens don't acknowledge that?
You're seeing crazy shit now. But like, what if we just take Greenland? They don't deserve to be.
See, did you see that with that? Denmark is like proposing if they're trying to actually forcefully take it, they're going to put like a 500% tariff on Ozempic. The semaglutides, you know, the major, not just Ozempic, but like the main thing that's in all of them. Oh yeah, we're recording. Back in it live, not live. You know, we try. New episode. Dude, so check this out. The other episode, well, okay, let's just introduce ourselves.
It's great.
Diggs.
Levi.
Dubs. Alright, so this is only a couple days recording after the other episode uploaded. So if we keep on schedule, we are on track for one episode a week, dude. Yes, yeah. And some homie hit us up with some feedback. I'm going to do it for this episode with the timestamps. You know, I'm talking about how a lot of YouTubers do that, where like
for the top,
the actual chapters too in the YouTube video if you scroll, which is super fucking decent. So like, I
is YouTube the only thing that has that, or is it?
I think Spotify has it as well. I'll have to look into it for sure though. But yes. Draken, this is not gonna happen the whole time. Just driving the bus around this.
Why not? Look at that bus. That thing is awesome.
It is super cool, dog. But like, okay.
It'd be fun.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl. I don't even give a fuck about the game itself. I mean, I feel like none of us.
Let's talk about the halftime show.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's already talked about it. Of course, that's why we gotta get to it.
Good, you deserve it. Kendrick, I 100% deserves it.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know what everyone watched it on. Like, what'd you watch it on? Did you watch Super Bowl?
I've only seen clips of it. I haven't actually sat down and watched the whole thing yet.
So check this out. I am a big Kendrick fan. I'm not like a super fan. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking in like top 10 discussions, though, I feel like you could easily get put in there, like easy. Like, and I know like top 10's a high number, but also there's a lot of rappers, of course. But here's the thing: we were watching it on whatever Fox's streaming channel is. It's not. They had some free channel where they promote it, where you can stream it through. And when you watch it through there, the mixing is terrible. So when you hear all these boomers talk about they didn't know what he was saying, I don't. Obviously, a lot of it's like, ignorance, hatred, blah, 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 blah. But also, like, I also didn't understand. I said it a lot during the show, like, asked my friend, I was like, dude, the mixing of this is trash. Because, like, the beats and the instrumentals you hear clearly, but the audio you didn't. But I'm like, this is also an Apple Music thing. If you watch it on their stream, you're getting the clearest audio. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when you're watching the clips online, a lot of times it's just those ripped clips to where it sounds perfect quality. You know what I mean? When I'm watching it live on TV, I'm like, dude, I don't even know what he's saying, And I'm talking about, like, they start, this was funny. They're like, they want me to play the song, but I know you love to sue. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that little minute, like, even when the audio's cut, you couldn't hear what he's saying. Because, like, live, they're canceling out all the audio of the people screaming and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, it's a fucking live arena. So you're hearing the mix of the music because that's just pure through the audio feed, You're not hearing their feed of that. And then you're hearing whatever bullshit Fox had of it. So at my point, like, I was like watching it live, I was like, I get where a lot of it, I thought it was a mid-performance. I thought the best parts of it were easily Serena Williams. When she popped up, started crip walking, I was like, no way, dog. Serena Williams, that's Drake's ex, so that should just and it's always been Ovi Ho, fuck Drake for me,
That devious smile on
Dude.
the camera.
Dude.
Literally, when he looked right in the camera and said, hey, Drake. Like,
dude.
I seen that clip and I was like, damn, dude's really just sending shots at that. And I seen a lot of pictures of, like, all the subliminal message stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all the gaming.
Yeah.
Like, how the
I don't know if you watched it, but in one of the choreography, they literally made the PS1 controller, the X squares, like, you know, that all the X
See, I
triangles,
didn't see that.
and then like the diagonal, and then it said game over, like, you know.
I seen the game over, but
In the-
nothing else.
In the beginning, where it was like the 4 panels of the
Yeah.
X square, apparently he did the cheat code for Grand Theft
Yeah,
Auto
I
for
heard that.
infinite health and infinite armor.
Yeah.
See, it's like,
Damn.
bro, straight up like.
That's what I was meaning. Like,
KO.
depending on what you watch, you've seen a little bit different streams, you know? Because they also had some clips. I don't know if you've seen the guy with the Palestinian flag and he got tackled, but that was only in certain back shots.
See, that's why I think I was having a problem with them zooming on just Kendrick about it, but after seeing the Palestinian stuff, I think
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they did it.
Right? And so the SZA part of the performance was good, you know?
Mhm.
I was really hoping they were going to bring Baby Keem out. I really thought it was going to happen.
I really liked the Sam Jackson stuff too.
That was interesting
The
to me.
transitions were so funny.
That was interesting. I didn't expect that at all. The Uncle Sam, that's kind of funny. Yeah, so other than that, that was all I really cared about for Super Bowl.
I think it's good.
We had some funny commercials, I guess.
I think it's good.
Don't remember
that
anymore.
a halftime show has so many people talking. You know what
I
I mean?
mean-
Like, it has people really like.
And here's the thing that's interesting. Now that Jay-Z is like in charge of it, because he owns most of Apple Music, right? And they're the ones who put on that production, you know? So Rockefeller and shit like that. And ever since Jay-Z and them took over, it's been a lot more of like that. You know, you got like the Rihanna, you got that one Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent. That was, you know,
That was awesome.
that was for the boomers too. Like everyone loved that. You
Yeah.
feel me? But it's also to like people don't realize like we live in a modern age where hip hop music is the majority of what people listen to. Like it's not back where like that was the, you know what I'm saying, the outcast thing to do was to listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like with Easy E, fucking 3-6 Mafia, fucking, you know, back in the day type shit. Like now white girls listen to fucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Play Mo Bamba type shit. Like this for everybody.
I like the artists they've had at the halftime shows the last, like, I don't even know how many years. I really like the Weeknd's. I'm not even gonna get
Ooh.
like, dude killed it.
Here's the thing.
Halftime
I
show.
his thing, his whatever he did was corny as fuck to me. I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, I'm always gonna hate The Weeknd. He ruined one of my favorite Juice WRLD songs, Smile. You know, look up the 7-minute version on SoundCloud. It's way better.
Fair.
Fuck The Weeknd. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He has some good music. I just don't go out of my way to listen to him. He did ruin that song, Smile. He did really ruin that. But,
I like the
there are certain songs where I do like. It's just the, like, I don't know. Drake and, like, Weeknd are on the same vibe to me. If I'm feeling like a cornball, why not? But I don't feel like that, so, no.
That's fair. I think Kendrick deserves all the respect he's getting.
I do too.
think that everybody's hating on him just being ignorant.
Listen, I've had this discussion so many times. Kendrick, and this goes for all these artists, like, when I put two lists I always make of, like, greatest rappers, I say my favorite greatest rappers and greatest rappers. He may not be in my top 5 favorite rappers, but he's still in the top 5 of greatest rappers. You
No,
feel me?
for real.
Like, his lyrical skill and just his dominance of storytelling is just really, really prevalent, and it's proven itself over years and years, you know what I'm saying? Just like I've always said, I love Lil Uzi Vert. Just because he's one of my favorite time all rappers doesn't make him the greatest rapper. I wouldn't put him in the top 10 greatest rappers. You know what I'm saying? He makes music to feel good type shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to fucking think about life and shit, go listen to some J. Cole or Kendrick and fucking be like, damn.
I love J. Cole.
Nah, for real, for real.
Ever since we listened to that freestyle the other day, I kind of have been re-listening to J. Cole.
Hey, what's cool? The eras of J. Cole are just so crazy because he starts off hungry and he just gets hungry. He doesn't decline. He's always ready to prove that he's still fucking here. Like, that was during what they call the fall off season because people were saying he dropped off. He made his album cut the drop off, you know? And that shit was just still busted. Man. And he's one of those rappers just like fucking Lil Wayne where they're so good in their own element and then like they can adapt to what's modern till. You know what I'm saying? You got fucking J. Cole hopping on like the T Grizzly fucking beats, you feel me? The fucking Dirk beats and shit like this. And still doing the trap, but methodical lyric. But it's like, dude, motherfuckers can't do it like him.
I'm pretty hyped for Lil Wayne's The Carter 6 coming out. I'm very, very excited for that. Like, I love the Garden.
Same.
Same. Like,
When's it coming out?
I don't know when it's coming out, but I just
he announced it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super awesome. I'm super excited for Future and Young Thug. They have an album coming out soon. Super Slimy too. That's gonna be cool as fuck. Juice WRLD Deluxe, if it ever comes out, I don't fucking know. Grade A is a fucking grade L label, dude. I fucking hate these fools. This is a good segue because this happened to Juice WRLD's team. Okay, so he said talk about Kanye, and this is a little spiral. The Juice WRLD's team or Spotify got hacked, where it was promoting a cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? It was a fake 999 coin. All right. And then after 8 hours, they were like, hey, they got hacked, blah, 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 right? Well, Kanye exposed in one of his fucking psycho tweet threads that he's been having. He's like, just so you know, there are teams that approach people and they send these messages. And it was like, yay, we're offering you, basically, we pay you $800,000 up front. We post this cryptocurrency, 8 hours, you get to post you got hacked, and then you get paid another 1.2 million. So you get a total of 2 million. It's like you won't be charged for anything, you know what I'm saying? And they blatantly say, we will be ripping off your fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's wild.
dude, for real. But like it makes sense though, because like, you know what I'm saying, all these social media influencers are doing this shit. Obviously the Hot Tool girl is going through this
They
shit.
would have done it for Juice WRLD.
I think
Grade A, it's this dude, his name is Pete, and it's his manager, dude. He's fucking been super greedy with his money since, like, he's been taken over. And, like, not just this, like, he's the reason why the album got delayed, because they signed it over with Benny Blanco, because the label was willing to give him more of a budget because it's Benny Blanco with Interscope, you know what I'm saying? And so they canceled Match Lord's version of the album, which was Juice's right-hand producer, who had all the tracks that were leading up. The EPs that were coming out, like, leading up, that was him in charge, like Aquafina, Both Ways, Cavalier, all songs that the community had wanted for years. He was delivering, all for this fucking planned Grail album that had, like, songs everyone wanted. Benny Blanco came over and fucked us heavy, dude. He met with Juice WRLD twice. One time they had a recording studio session, and you know how he is. He just goes over and over on a beat for an hour. Mm-hmm. 4 songs off that motherfucking album are from one stem session. You know what I'm saying? Like Roses Are Red type shit. Yeah. That was Misfit. That was Love Letter. You know what I'm saying? And like they just kept chopping up the vocals because that's all Benny Blanco owned. You know what I mean? But because of that, Benny Blanco gets all the producing rights of this album. He wasn't willing to work with. There's Richie Soul. There's Nick Myra, who he makes a lot of Juice WRLD songs. You know, Nick, you're stupid. He kept it all in house, that way he could get the royalties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these grails that people wanted aren't going to come out. It's like, bro, this type of greedy, hungry shit is crazy, because like they could, in theory, just release all the music. Like, there's no reason to bottleneck it. Like, I get when people want like the posthumous Remuses or Humus, whatever they say, where like X is a good example. He didn't have songs that were finished. They had verses and skits and all this shit, and they meant like a Frankenstein of a song. You know what I'm saying? Juice WRLD had thousands of fucking released songs that are like done. Not just ideas, but songs that had finished verses sent to artists. Songs that are complete concepts from done to end. You know what I'm saying? That just could be released, but never would because of Interscope. And that was his label at the time. But
yeah, they're awful greedy fuck.
Dude, it's crazy to me. Like, I don't know. What makes no sense to me is like, okay, even if they're greedy, they're being stupid about it. They would make more money doing, you know what I'm saying? But what the fuck do I know? I listen to leaks, so the music's free.
I think Kanye is being sabotaged going back to Kanye.
Dude, so
I literally think like it's like social media team and a bunch of other people are being.
You think?
Yeah.
Like, he posted a video right before he logged out.
Yeah.
He doesn't regret doing anything he did. Like, and
he posted. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty damning. And here's the thing with Kanye. Okay.
Done. Hold on.
Okay. Let the white man talk, man. Damn boy, I'm gonna go sit my head black ass down.
He was talking about Kodak Black because he saw a video of him just eating chicken wings in the street, and he's really fucked up on something.
I wanted to see the video that he was talking about that, because he said he made this video talking about how he's gonna go help Kodak because he feels that he needs to be saved right now. And I'm like, bro, says the one who just went on the biggest tyrant of fucking, as someone with bipolar, maniac fucking episode tweets of my life.
Yeah.
Dog, you're not on Twitter, so you don't see some of this shit, dude.
No.
Like, I couldn't even literally say them because they get blocked. But lots of hard R's, lots of the Jew words, you know what I'm saying? Lots of, look, hey, check this out. No
he
joke.
started that video saying that he's doing perfectly well. He got bags under his eyes, but like he got everything out that he wanted to say. But he needs to help Kodak Black because he doesn't really like. If anybody were to step in and give Kanye an intervention, he felt like it would be like pretty shitty. Like he wouldn't want it, but he's like,
check this
I
out.
have to intervene.
Everyone's watching this. You go to Yeezy.com, right? The only shirt they are selling.
Jesus.
Nice. Why?
Yes. And
See,
this
I saw that
like-
and I looked it up immediately and it wasn't up.
And I'm like, okay, this is kind of crazy because, you know, like, it's one thing for, like, him to be an edgelord and shit like that. And obviously, I don't think that he thinks, I mean, I could be completely wrong. I don't think that he's like, let's kill all the Jews. I think in his mind, he has some warped perception because a couple bad people fucked him over in his life and they happen to be Jewish. Okay, I get it, like, but he has to realize that not all of Jewish people are like that. And it's crazy to me as a minority, someone who realizes, like,
I got 3
like
screenshots.
black people, we get discriminated just because one person does something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You being a marginalized person should realize that not all people accumulate to what a race does. Like that just makes no fucking sense, dude. But it's getting dangerous. I unfollowed him on Twitter.
Like on, I can't even look up his tweets right now.
Yeah, he deactivated his account. But he was saying lots of shit like,
oh, there's more.
oh man, I don't know. What do you remember some of the highlights?
Of his tweets?
Yeah.
Oh, I just gave him Levi to read it real quick.
Okay.
I didn't know we were sharing with the class.
I mean, I can read some of these out.
I
I
only
mean,
have 3 screenshots.
this one's pretty iconic already. Fat bitches are sex offenders. I see them and I'm sexually offended. Making laundry for fat bitches is like giving knives to little kids. They gonna hurt somebody. If you find yourself in a fat bitch pussy, just remember it's because you're broke. I'm like, damn. No,
I loved it just for the first 2 sentences, and then he just kept on going. It was funny.
no, one of the first, like the first day he was going on his tirade, he goes, I used to want to fuck Kamala Harris but until she lost. I don't fuck losers. Damn. And then like 12 hours later it was deleted. He said, I want to apologize to Kamala's kids. She seems like a nice woman.
I'm gonna say this one, but if I get canceled for it.
Oh, do it, you're white.
He said, there are 3 theirs, and theirs. That's some honky shit. I don't got time to figure out that shit when I tweet. There's nothing whiter than English itself. People who, he says Edwards, but people who speak perfect English be broke. Schools and religions are made to control and limit critical and entrepreneurial thinking. You fucking educated retards.
Dude, it's kind of not, it's kind of crazy how much he's been just saying.
And then he said, I turned down 3.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. He said, I turned down 3 pictures with Make-A-Wish kids this week.
In wheelchairs.
In wheelchairs, yeah. I'm like, what?
That one was crazy.
That's
He's being a menace.
yeah. He's probably just going crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe
it's,
I retract my statement. Maybe he's not being.
That's like-
maybe he's
No,
being
but
pushy
like,
himself.
okay, he's so busy. Like, I would assume he's so busy. Like, you gotta turn down some of them, but to like brag about
No,
it,
that's
is
what I was
fucking
saying.
great.
I don't know though because
never
like,
saying it out loud. I feel.
there's some weird shit about like the people who like go crazy in Hollywood. Like let's look at Mel Gibson and
Kind of my age.
and fucking who was that one guy that found Bohemian Grove? Alex.
Jones.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Like they are quite the nutter butters. Like they do a lot of very eccentric, crazy shit.
Did you hear the
Like,
backstory
very
about Alex Jones?
No.
See, this is something that like is super interesting to me, and like it's like villain origin story type shit, right? Basically, I want to look up more of the facts about this, but basically, in his town, there was these corrupt police officers that were fucking around with drug dealers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They would take a lot off the top, and they were also setting people up for bust. You know what I'm saying? So like fake evidence and shit like that. And he had seen this at an early age, you know what I'm saying? And so his mind is already forming that the government is corrupt, you know what I'm saying? And once you start seeing stuff like that, oh, and here's the thing, like, they tried to, like, do something about going public with it, and the cops were blackmailing his family about it and, like, ruining their town life and shit like that. So they were actively getting fucked by the government, too. And so, like, that shit actually all did happen to Alex Jones. And then he does shit like actually just like his nonsense is nonsense, but it's also because he's seeing some sorts of facts in his life.
Exactly.
He perceives it as true. Like the Bohemian Grove shit is all true.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I mean. Like, they might be crazy, but like,
he was
how
spouting
crazy
this
are
nonsense.
they? You know what I mean?
You know what the
Like,
Bohemian Grove is, you guys?
No.
Okay, so basically, he would say that there was this cult in Hollywood and shit like that, and they met up every year, and they were doing all this such shit. And this is when it kind of gets off the walls because people start saying, "What happens goes like what happens." You know, it's a mystery because it's an exclusive like cult looking thing. Basically, but he has this real life footage. We're gonna look this up actually.
I think a lot of the craziest people suffer from like the tea table thing from Alice in Wonderland. Like, you guys know about that whole like theory thing?
No.
So like the tea table in Alice in Wonderland, right? Like, have you guys watched Alice in Wonderland or seen that?
Say it for the viewers who haven't.
Okay, so the tea table is where like the Mad Hatter and the hare and the rabbit who's always late, they always meet for tea, and they always have these really crazy like weird parties. Like, hey, it's your unbirthday, like things that don't make sense. And when they're all together, you got to think like all those people are members of a rebel army against the queen. So when the queen sends out her guards, they know where the tea table is. They know that these eccentric characters hang out in this spot. It's not that they're hiding in any way. When they come out there, they get lost in these guys' bullshit because they show up and they're fucking out there singing songs about how it's like it's not your birthday. Like, they're giving you tea out of cups that are fucking like half cut, so you can't even drink the tea. They're just talking nonsense, and they're seeming way crazier than they actually are, and making the guards just be like, you can't even trust them. They're crazy. And then those guys, like the Mad Hatter's like a general in the fucking army against the queen. Like, that's like in lore. Like, I think about that a lot when it comes to people like Mel Gibson and Alex Jones and Kanye. Like, their craziness might be rooted in some level of truth, but because they're so extravagant and shit, people always dismiss them as these people that are just fucking insane. And it's like, they're some of the most successful people on the planet, you know what I mean? Like, Kanye is a very successful artist. So was Mel Gibson for a long time until he was, like, blacklisted over, like, a bunch of stupid shit. Same with Kanye right now. He's like, it might be him, it might be some outside source posting the shit. I have no idea, because I'm not in that circle, but, you know, he could potentially have access to some weird information that we don't know about that causes him to fucking constantly have these mental breakdowns. I don't know. It's just a theory of mine. Yay, theory.
Okay, I'm gonna show my screen, but this ain't really that much on here.
I think we should go and see what we can see. Do you worry for Alex, Violet?
I do. Alex gets so impassioned by what he's doing that sometimes I'm afraid that he might be a little too fearless.
Well, we're inside the Bohemian Grove.
The cave frogs.
Earth sets us free.
I do. Alex gets so impassioned by what he's doing.
I don't know if it's still showing. Yeah. Okay, so basically, these niggas are fucking in the woods, right? And there's like 50 of these bitches, and they're in cloaks and shit, and they were at this fucking ritual, fucking burning shit, but they all got masks and stuff, and no one fucking believing them. And he captures footage of their fucking meeting, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, shit like this happens to where, like, you're like, okay, obviously, like, it's like a scatter shot there. You throw a bunch of shit, something's gonna be true. But, like, when you see shit like this is true, you gotta imagine how fucked up his brain is. Because when it's confirmed, you're like, okay, what else are they not showing you type of deal, you know?
And especially when you try to come out about it,
yeah,
people immediately, you get met with major controversy.
Yeah.
You got, like, big name individuals, like, immediately telling you you're
once
crazy.
Once he started coming out about this was when, like, the major discrediting campaign came out against him. And don't get me wrong, he is like a psychopath, like sociopath who's like, I don't want to say misinformed because I don't think he's genuinely out there like trying to spread misinformation. I think he's like crazy enough he believes it, and that makes it more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you believe a lie, you can convince others to believe a lie. You know what I mean?
Especially if you know.
Bohemian Grove is a 2,700 acre campground, a private campground known. Sorry, my bad.
You're good. Keep going.
We're still private gentlemen's club known as the Bohemian Club, and in July each year, the Bohemian Grove hosts a more than 2-week encampment of some of the most prominent men in the world. So that's.
See, that's when it comes to it. Is that like it's like okay, let's take it for fact value. All we know really is it's a high society club. Like you know, what I'm saying you can't just join it. It's like invite only to the wealthiest elite member society. And then that's when people start getting like, oh, this is where they sacrifice demonic blood and drink it for the Grammys fucking ritual, you know, type shit. And it's like, we need more, I need proof, you know what I'm saying, before you make some shit like this up. Like people drink adrenochrome and fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I disbelieve it, you know, but I'm saying you need some fucking proof at least pushing in that direction, you know? Like that's just some shit to say. Like reptile people in our government, like really? Do you really believe that?
It is wild though when you end up finding like Mel Gibson 30 years ago was talking about how Hollywood was built on the blood of children and shit
For real.
like that. Like
When did you realize that the Holocaust was going to happen?
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I believe the Holocaust happened. I don't think the numbers were exaggerated. I do stand with my Jewish brothers and sisters, and I like hummus. Not Hamas. Hummus.
chickpea.
Which is an Israeli dish. Okay. My face is covered. Okay, what were we talking about?
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
People in the government.
Yeah, that's not true.
Crazy people.
Not enough proof, but what about the names on the people on Jeffrey Epstein's list?
See, that's another interesting thing to me. Honestly, this might be a hot take, but I don't think it should be. Everyone's name on that island, I don't think has done something wrong. I don't think a lot of people,
Stephen Hawking.
just because someone's name was on that list, like I might even go as far to say they didn't know what was happening, because that's a type of person to where like you're there not because you even want to be there, but because it's networking type of shit where you're label or you're agent or you know what I'm saying. You're there to fucking network, meet people, because that's where money's at. Whatever project you have out there, you're going there for money type shit. Now when you see people who are in like the double digits of the island list, that you probably got some such shit to look at, But regardless of it, it's still going to be interesting to see if we ever get that shit declassified. I doubt it. Trump said he would declassify the Epstein shit. I really, really doubt it, right?
Talk about declassified.
I don't think he ever said
I
that.
think they declassified, what was it? Astral projection?
That one was an old. It's been declassified for a while, but it's been recently.
Does that talk about the DMT?
It doesn't reference DMT at all.
Mm-hmm. That's because there was a test in the 80s where the CIA believed that DMT was the key to the afterlife, and they were studying it as like a portal to see if there was a way to get it.
They're trying to map the world of the DMT world right now.
The Aether?
Yeah,
Dude.
they're pretty much like.
Are we getting the
Drip
DMT
feed.
map pack before GTA 6?
They're pretty much drip feeding people DMT and like having them like they're studying their brain waves and shit, so that way they can like.
I'm sorry,
look at
family, if
how
you're
they
still watching,
navigate
because this might
DMT.
disappoint you. But DMT is one of the craziest. It is the
I love
craziest.
DMT.
I've only done it once,
Like that shit's ridiculous.
and I didn't blast off. A brother wants to blast off.
Shit's.
But I got scared that first time. I've already told it so many times. I told you guys, right, about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That, you never?
I don't think so.
So, my shaman told me that,
The shaman is the person who helps you hold the bond, because after a while you
Yeah.
can't do it yourself.
I just wasn't trying to incriminate people. No. So that's what they say. They basically tell you when you want to blast off, which is when you get to experience the other plane or whatever people say.
Exactly.
They're like, you want 3 fat hits. And on that third hit, you're not going to be able to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, someone else was going to take it for you, and you just can inhale. So me, when I first tried it, I did my second hit. Old boy was like, go for the third, do the home run. And I'm like, nah, dog. Because as I'm taking the second hit, I feel myself levitating. looking down, you know? And I'm like, this is my first time. I'm going to ride this bad boy out. You feel me? And then it just got crazy because we're watching South Park. And anyone knows me, I've seen South Park all the seasons, frontward, backward, left, right, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, this episode's like unrecognizable to me. I'm like, I've never seen this episode. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm tripping. Because at that point, I realized that the words aren't matching up to what's happening. And I look over at the people I'm with, and they're talking to me. And then when they stop talking, then I hear their voices. I was like, I'm on a delay, like a 5-minute delay. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay. I just close my eyes, and it's like couch like this where I just sit back, and it feels like I'm going back forever, you know? Close my eyes. It's like the rectangles from Star Wars just going forward, you know? And I hear them talking to me. They're like, Dustin, you okay? They're like, he's on his journey, let him be. And I remember I'm like, this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I just wrote it out like that. And when it don't last long. It's like 5 minutes, you know? Okay. Like, at most 5 minutes. And that was just 2 hits. Maybe if I blast off, it'd be like at most 10 minutes, at most. But it feels like a minute. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, you come down to perspective, and you're still just because you're coming down, you're not just back to normal. So that's 20, 30 minutes, you're going to really be like, damn, what the fuck is life? Like your senses are all heightened, you know what I'm saying? When people microdose DMT, it's interesting because I had the cart. So when I'm doing a baby hit, right? All the colors are getting brighter instantly. If I'm fucking depressed, it neutralizes my mood. I'm not happy, but whatever was dragging me down is canceled. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just in a couple minutes that goes away. For hours I'm feeling that way. You know what I mean? And so I would literally microdose. I'm hitting it, like I said, like a baby hit, you know what I'm saying? Literally getting enough just a vapor. It tastes horrendous. It tastes like fucking burning rubber, someone doing a burnout in your mouth or some shit. But, do you agree?
I think it tastes like mothballs,
Yeah? Yeah?
I've done it well over 100 times when I was
Yeah.
fucking in my rave days. I think personally that if humans could find a way to harmonize their brain waves, because we are energy, we are just waves.
I agree. Everybody's frequency.
Exactly. If we could find a way to harmonize our frequencies on the same dimension that the DMT realm resides on,
That's what the Gateway program was all about.
everyone would be on a level of reality manipulation that only comic books have ever described.
I hate talking about psychedelics because I feel like people who don't understand it, I feel like I just sound like a druggie. You know what I'm saying?
Lucy is also a good movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie with Scarlett Johansson, where she unlocks full potential in her brain.
They did fucking in it, Scarlett Johansson.
I was really thinking about that movie. I read all the fucking Gateway Project today, and so I was thinking about Lucy about most of the time. Holy shit, I've seen this before.
Lucy, I don't know if
Scarlett Johansson.
Is she an assassin?
Maybe, I don't remember, but one of the...
DMT is wild, but anybody listening, my personal opinion, do not fucking help the government learn anything about that shit. That shit is meant to be kept far away from...
Not even necessarily
We're talking about
to me,
making barriers
any
in the astral plane.
Any sort of government
don't do that.
involvement with DMT, it sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Imagine you sign up for, I'm going to do some DMT things, and they're over here fucking dosing you. Nightmare. Breaking your psyche down. You're fucking bleeding from your eyeballs because you're fucking experiencing horrors you've never seen before.
Exactly.
The government can fuck off, dog.
No.
Y 58510.
I agree with things like that. There are some things that, don't get me wrong, if you're not a very inexperienced person, don't just go doing DMT. It's not meant for everybody.
Hell
you
no.
gotta be a certain...
See, that's what I was saying, with psychedelics in general, I love them, but I tell people all the time, just because, I feel I'm a mentally fortitude strong person where, when I get broken down in my psyche, it's not going to do anything, that destroys my whole life. I have a friend, she was talking about she wants to do it, her cuts my hair and dyes my hair.
Yeah.
I told her, do not do mushrooms. I don't think you should. You know what I mean? Peace and love, you will not be able to handle it.
For all the people that do love doing those things on a daily basis, I know that there's people that that there's medical
microdosing.
Yeah, there's medical benefits.
But what's a microdose?
No. I myself, I have not taken any kind of hallucinogen in like
if you're telling me
7 years
on the daily, it's got to be less than a 0.5. I'm talking like a 0.25 for a daily. I feel like the bitch tried telling me a gram a day. I was like, dude, I'm what?
I'm pretty sure I'm
That's psychosis.
I'm pretty sure I'm closer to like 8
I'm
years
trying
at
to
this
do
point.
2.
But I don't know. I just got
What do you
to
mean 8?
like 8 years. I haven't done hallucinogens.
Oh, I thought you were saying 8 grams. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Like I haven't done
8 years
hallucinogens
is
in a
nuts.
while because I like
I respect that.
one day I just took acid and I was sitting there like it was literally me
acid.
in a group just like this.
By
And
the way, nice shoes.
thank you.
Will you go ahead and show them on camera?
My wife got them for me. Let's see.
Put them on the table.
Put them on the table. Jesus,
Do
how
them.
am I supposed to?
Put them right there.
Oh, Jesus.
That's okay.
Let me scooch around.
It's still
My
recording.
wife got them for me. But I was doing acid one time, and literally, I just had a random acid thought where my brain was like, you don't need to do acid. Like, I was making everybody laugh and shit. I always said this joke back in the day when I would trip, where I would be like, anything will make somebody tripping laugh.
I don't know if I can see that. I'll show you the angle.
You're close to a Pokemon.
Yeah, you're not even in it at all. There we go. Pretty bitchin'. What are those? The Air Maxes?
Yes. I don't even know what box that.
They got like pink hued on if you guys can't see it.
I like the swoop because it's like a lime green, a light.
Oh, those are fake.
Right. Just rips it off. It's an Adidas.
No, not the Pumas.
But no, my wife got them.
That's just Nikes.
But no, I used to say this joke where it was like, you can say anything and it'll make somebody who's tripping laugh. Watch, and then everybody would like tune in. I'd be like underwear, and people would fucking die laughing. I don't know why, because when you're fucking tripping, everything's funny.
Right.
And I remember I was sitting there watching people laugh at that joke for like the millionth time over the couple of years, and my brain was just like, you don't need to do drugs to like make laugh like that. Last time I did drugs. Like, last time I did hallucinogens.
Well, time out. Just because the people you rock with are idiots. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
We never tripped together. That's sad.
I think it's funny how silly people get on hallucinogens. Because I'm not talking shit, by the way.
Oh,
I
I think 35 yet?
32.
Okay,
Just turned
cool.
32.
Okay, because for my 30th birthday, I was going to do this. So, how old am I? 26?
That's one you guys.
26? I turned 27 this month.
This
This
month?
year. This year. Aquarius. No, not you, though.
Thanks.
Fuck it. I love Aquarius. They're just toxic for me. Anyways, so for my 30th birthday, we remember I was telling you guys about this. So we're going to go to the Navajo Desert. Okay? There's going to be about 10 of us. Okay? And we're all going to get dosed with salvia. Okay?
Hell no.
And we get to pack our bags with food and water, but it's all THC beverages and food.
No. Everything good I just typed out at the end.
Yeah.
You can just go ahead and flip the script on that
It's a
yourself.
But listen, and we're gonna be 5 miles away from our Airbnb. We have to make it to there.
No. You are going to die.
Oh, brother, no.
We're gonna bring a
brother.
knife for a coyote and we're gonna stab each other with
We're
it.
gonna be on teams. You know what I'm saying? 2 teams, 2 5v5s to get to the base first.
Hell no.
Yes.
I'm gonna get on all fours and
So we'll have like a guy on an aerial drone taking track of us or whatever.
No.
Or whatever. We all have our air tags with us.
Just got a person in a helicopter.
Okay, not salvia, but would you do like, I don't know, peyote?
Yeah, I want to try peyote.
Peyote would be the better one, honestly. Salvia would just be extreme. I don't know.
Salvia is the devil.
You know what I'm saying? I was honestly thinking ayahuasca and peyote, that realm. And not necessarily, I just wanted to go do it. I don't give a fuck. And I know like Arizona and shit, because they have bullshit, well not bullshit, oh fucking Christ. They have little religious guys out there that like it's part of the thing, you know what I'm saying? So you could do peyote legally there, you know what I'm saying? Like, And one of my homies, he told me about it in Ecuador, but it's like, I ain't got time to go to Ecuador. You feel me? Niggas are falling out of the fucking sky because airplanes are hitting each other and shit. I ain't got time for all that.
Just so you, I've looked into doing like ayahuasca and peyote, and like the way you do it is you drink it. Then I'm pretty sure there's a way you can smoke it. I read once upon a time. But apparently, when you do it, you like throw up.
No, you should listen to the episode with Stalin on here. It's a couple episodes back. I can put it in the description if I remember to. Fuck me, I will. Because I'll have to rewatch this. Anyways, he's from Ecuador, right? He told me about how his trip back home when he did it, and it's just like that. He's like, he does this all in the podcast. 7, 8 people, right? And I'm talking mud huts, fucking literally in the fucking tent. You know, he's like, everyone had the option to get naked or not if they wanted to. We all take the drink. He's like, for like a half hour, everyone's vomiting. Like, profusely. He said, like, so we're in this hut, right? And then you got like the guy, the real life shaman of the tribe, guided people through it and shit, playing music, doing the drums and shit. He said one person was in the hut trying so hard to dig a tunnel out when he could just walk right out. But he's like, once you get over the vomiting and like the horrendous soul crushing shit right there in the beginning, he's like, it was amazing, you know?
Did he say he would do it again?
Yeah.
I can believe.
He says it's one of the greatest feelings ever because, like, he's like, it got to a point where everyone was on the same level of like connectedness. You know what I'm saying? Into where like everyone was at peace, feeling connected to. You know what I'm saying? He said the dude who was digging finally got his shit together and was like feeling one within the earth. You know, and.
It's in my finger.
I've said it a million different times, and like everyone, I guess, is gonna have their different thing of why they like psychedelics as they do. And for me, it's because like I have a big problem. I feel like with control and lack of control. When I can't control certain things that are going on in the daily basis or in my life, it stresses me out beyond belief. You know what I'm saying? I don't like something where like. Let's say, like, it's just growing up, like, with mom. We're like, I'm running late to something, but I can't do anything about it because the person in power is fucking me over. You know what I'm saying? Just situations like that, like, fuck the shit out of me. And so, something like a high psychedelic is really good for my perspective balance, where, like, it puts me, like, at a point where I'm like, okay, the universe is much bigger, you know what I'm saying? The small things that I have such gravity to in the long scheme of things aren't shit, you feel me? I feel more connected, I feel at peace because I don't feel the weight of all this shit crushing on me. I'm like, things will go on, you know? And like, if, I don't know, like, I know not everyone needs mushrooms to have that type of like breakthrough, but like, it's always a really good mental reset for me because things that have been bothering me for months, you know what I'm saying, weeks, fucking years or whatever, I'm like, at peace at once for it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this is who I am type shit. Like, this is it. Like, I'm grounded.
I think everybody needs to take shrooms once. I think everybody.
I agree.
Dude, at least once. Acid is a whole different thing. Acid these days is just research chemicals anyway, you know? Like, acid is like if you're fucking 20, you want to party in the club type shit. Nowadays, bro, you fucking take an acid tab, bro. You better be ready to fucking have a heart attack or 6.
I will share a story. On the 4th of July one year, me and my buddy, we both took a tab, and we had nothing better to do, so we started walking around the town of Clinton. And
Horrendous. Never would do that.
well, the fireworks were going on, so we're like looking up, watching the fireworks. Shit was actually pretty cool. And I don't know where we're going. We were at my place, so like we're just walking around, and I still didn't know where we were, so I was just like not in it. But we look over across the street. And there's a guy hunched over like this, looking at us, walking backwards in sync with us. And I look at my butt. I was like, "That's real, right? That's happening." And he goes, "Yeah, just don't look at him." I was like, why now? Why is this happening right now?
That's why I think a lot of things are funny on acid is because obviously, and mushrooms in general, you become overcritical of everything, and things start happening to where like. You wouldn't necessarily notice where you're like, this wouldn't have happened if I'm sober. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, one of the first times I tripped with my homie we were at his parents' house because no one was gonna be in town, right? And all sorts of crazy shit kept happening. Like the neighbors came over, his sister came home, even though she lives out of state. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And like we're tripping balls, and every hour is like a new boss of like, what's going on? Get our composure. We fucking lock ears. You know, answer the door. We're like drenched in sweat. Like, how's it going,
Dude,
I'm dilated as fuck.
so we walk around, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'm done walking. That shit tripped me out. Like, we gotta go home. He's like, oh, no, my bud lives around the corner. We can just go to his place. I'm like, all right. So we're walking. We're almost there. And I see this fucking guy. He's like short, like this tall, maybe shorter. And like we're walking towards him. I said, "That's real too." He goes, "Yeah." And then as he said that, the dude jumps up and goes like this, starts doing high knees, and then starts sprinting towards us. And I said, "No!" I'm screaming, "No!"
I'm gonna reach for my gun.
Did you scare the guy?
What fucking Outlast level demon bullshit is this, dude? Don't you ever hit me with the wide pose high knees and fucking Mach Speed 3 coming at me, dog.
He runs up. It's the person it's the person whose place we're going to, greeting us before we get there.
Oh my god.
And then my boy I'm walking with, he goes, "You gotta cut that shit out, bro. We're both high on like acid right now. You just freak us the fuck out." Oh my god, that was such a night.
There was this one time I was tripping balls. I've told this story probably already on here, but I don't know if you've heard it. Me and my homies were tripping balls, and like we were hungry, but obviously we're not gonna drive because we're fucked up. And so I called him. I'm like, "Hey, will you get us like a couple Big Macs and shit?" And I was like, "I'll smoke you up for coming here." Well, first off, once again, something that only happened when you're fucking tripping balls. The Big Macs were so bogus. Do you remember?
No.
Dude, it had nothing but lettuce on it. It was just the meat and lettuce. And like little sauce. Like they were out of the onion. Cheese, it was out of everything, too. And you open this, you're like, what the fuck? And then this is what got me. So we're tripping balls. Drake smokes up. We hit the ball one time. Drake goes, "Yeah, bro, I'm too high. I can't drive home." And keep in mind, right? We're 2 blocks away from our house. 2 blocks away. We're on the road that you used to live on, and my mom lives at her old house in Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Literally 2 blocks. And the easiest 2 blocks, you know? I was like, "Drake, I'm tripping on fucking an eighth of shrooms. Get in that car, and I will drive you home." His friend pulls up to take him home.
Jeez. Hey, safe then. That's a good idea.
No, for real.
If you ever feel like you can drive,
I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
also never drink and drive.
I respect you for saying that because a lot of people don't stand on that.
I hate that shit.
I've always been a person, and this is funny, I guess, but like even when I would get belligerently fucked up off pills and shit like that, I would never drive. I only would get fucked up knowing if I had a way secure. I get fucked up at old boy's house because I could stay there. You know what I'm saying? I get fucked up with these people because I know a hoe go pick me up or something. You know, like I know a way home, and that's the only way I get fucked up because otherwise, you know what I'm saying? I just know people who have died like that. You know,
it's a big reason why I don't drink a whole lot. Like, don't get me wrong, like having a drink with dinner would be cool every once in a while, especially a lot more often. But the fact that like in the event that anything happens, I'm going to lose my insurance, probably have to fucking
for real.
go to classes, like
It, like,
$10,000.
that's the thing.
Fines, like.
I don't know. I don't like drinking anyway, so like it's not a big thing for oh no, I can't drink and drive. It's like, first off, that just makes sense. If I do drink, it's usually at home or, you know, like I said, we got something figured out where we're gonna be safe. Because to me, bullshit like that, it's avoidable. You know what I'm saying? It's super avoidable. So, like, dude, you got me fucked up. Fucked up on paper too.
If me or my wife want to drink, we will swap off. We don't drink and drive. Like one of us will usually end up drinking.
I don't even like drinking in public. If I'm gonna drink,
That's
I'd
what I'm
rather
saying.
drink at
I'd rather be at the
places
crib or
else or
from
home.
home.
Yeah,
Because
way cheaper.
here's the
you get
thing,
fucked
bro.
up.
Nobody has kickbacks anymore, though. That's
I agree.
The lame shit. Nobody has parties anymore.
Well,
Which
I
don't
get it.
blame them.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
People are fucking.
People are
reckless
slimy and
as
shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I used to have hella parties, and people fucking literally were fucking awful. They stole shit. They fucking constantly just didn't.
That's the
like
thing.
sometimes they just didn't show up to shit. Like. People would just straight up fucking cause havoc. I had multiple fucking properties.
I wish I would have known you more
Like,
back in the basement days, dog. Because back in the trap when me and the homies were fucking getting together every weekend, it'd be me at our mom's house, you know. In this basement, it was just one big ass living room, and
We're still hiding up a hole from mom, but
And-
like she knew.
The evolution of me smoking is so funny to me there because, like, for the longest time, I took the hit. Like, the whole house smelled like weed and everyone smoked, but no one wanted to say it, so it was all dusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, Keegan, Drake, and Callie are all coming to my room to smoke. We all leave high as fuck. Oh, yeah, it's just dusted. You know? And then, like, it got to the point where, like, I'm in the basement living room hitting the bong as my mom's coming home. I'm like, what's up? You know, back to hitting it. Grandpa's on the way, mine putting that away.
Oh damn it!
Shit. I remember one time when Drake and I don't know if you want me to tell this. So one time this person I knew, we were chilling at the house, right? And my mom had a problem with always letting these motherfucking Mormons in the house. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why, dog. But next thing you know, Drake's down in my room playing some bullshit, ignorant music, smoking weed. As they're above us, literally above us.
Now spook them off, mom.
Like, I don't remember what song it was, but it'd be like the equivalent of, like, Sexy Red right now. You know what I'm saying?
it
Some
was-
thought shit, like, fuck my pussy all night.
It was a cupcake.
I thought it
Deep
was.
throat.
Oh, Deep Throat, okay. I thought it was My Neck, My Bet, that guy. Is that Deep Throat?
I don't know the
No,
name.
that's not that. What's Deep Throat? That's familiar too, though. Sexy Red's pretty good. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Fat, juicy, and wet.
Deep Throat by Cupcake.
Tyler the Creator song.
Yeah,
It starts with
sticky.
hump me, fuck me, that about to make me choke. You better hump me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fuck me.
I remember that. Man.
My tunnel loves Deep Throat. Lick, 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 lick. I lick it.
All right, so check this out. We covered it all, I think. Any last words or?
Are you gonna do a freestyle?
Ooh, fuck! It's been a long time. Okay, I'm gonna mark it so people don't have to listen. You know what I'm saying? Drake, put on a beat. Oh, hold on. Actually, let's see.
I don't need
Little trap.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use that beat I was working on all morning. I don't know what it was on. It was YouTube, obviously. This is like some Flatboy Mac shit right here. Drake, you gonna do a verse though?
I don't know.
No, you gotta do what I'm saying. That's not a thing. Ooh, and then after we can watch the Civ 7 video.
I'm really not good with freestyles.
Yeah, no one is. It's just practice. Oh gosh. Oh god, that's gonna be hard to look up.
So you gonna watch Michael Ricks?
Just look up freestyle beats. Lord. See, this is gonna take too long. Should have had it ready. And now if I don't deliver, it's gonna be bad. Oh man.
We also got to get those microphones.
I know. Oh, this is it though. Oh, it's not. Not this.
Hate that you said he wasn't a top 10 quarterback.
Damn, a top 10 quarterback?
Man, you ain't even getting paid for this ad.
I know, right?
The Gucci.
Do it. I listened to this for like 2 hours and I couldn't get that much. I got like a bar off with that. I'm not high enough. It's just. I can't even remember what I was spitting earlier, goddammit. Stuff in the past. Stuff in the past. Stuff in the past. Back in the trap. Back in the trap. Back in the trap. Back in the trap. Nigga like me was past. Making the dawn. Happiness so fast. Had to plug up. Okay. Moving those pads, making them gone, happening fast, plucking back, what happened to that? Nigga like me, love stack those rhymes, that damn, yo, making those cash I can, yo, those hoes I do, yo, Drake home with the flows, help me out, little bro, I'm about to choke, yeah, you know it's my show, I can't keep going, bro, okay, whoa, DWD, come so clean. You know who'll be. Goddamn straight.
Joking need CPR.
CPR. Ain't going too far with this beat down, broken ass car. Goddamn, I'm so sick of it, you know me. Hit that bitch up, you know it's taxes and for G. Got 2 kids, she making at least 15K. You like me get paid? I gotta put a hit on parlay. 14 legs. Please, God get me paid. Do it every day. Ain't no slave, whoa. Wear that chain, though. Face it so you know. Ho, DWD. Got those bitches blowing up the phone. Yeah, you know. Can't get caught.
You can't just point to me.
You gotta be ready to dive in. I can't keep saving it all. God damn it, you can have nothing cooked. No. Nothing cooked. Nothing cooked.
Just keep on getting,
I wish I would.
Definitely better than I do. Right?
Okay, we got a little time left. We can do it. Suppose so. Watching in Japan. And they interested man. See a lot of short little guys. You get fucked getting high. Sit that sake all night. Play those.
I was tripping, man. I really fucking missing. Trying to get the stacks, go back and fight.
Really fucking miss you, could be me. Turn the bitch away. Yeah, it's bye, but no. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Don't give no fucks these days. Yes, you know who it be. Publicity, black on black is DWD. Chase them these girls, you know it's okay. No. Chase no hoe won't beat me. No. Written, what's the role? Told that bitch you gotta go. She went fucking full. Yeah, I heard she told. Bitch trying not to grow old. She gon' be missing soon. Not by these or dudes. We got hitters for that shit. Yes, we do. Keep our nameplate, it's the crew. DWD, act no tools. I got no fucking tools. They monitor me, you see. I have heard. I can't keep going. I got nothing else. I tried. God, that's so fucking hard, dude. Fuck.
How did Juice do it?
I swear.
You guys are way better at it than all that. I just think about it. I saw you before you even start talking. I don't know.
That's the thing. I have a problem just making coherent sentences, so it's hard to fucking rap.
I can just straight up admit that people who freestyle have more skill than I do when it comes.
It's fun stuff.
Have you been working on any songs?
I love hearing people
Me?
do it.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, I was talking to Drayton with it. I want someone who can help me with vocal edits. You know what I'm saying? So I want someone who has plugins, so when I'm recording it, you hear the live feedback type shit, like, you know, some studio shit. And I just don't know anyone who can do that. Like,
I'm about to once I get my money back up, I swear I'm just gonna go to a fucking
learning.
studio. No, I think I'm just gonna go to a studio.
Oh, real life
It's like,
studio?
yeah,
They got paid by hours and shit.
yeah, it's like $200 an hour.
Where
It's
at?
like the high end, but
Where
like
at?
I don't know. Like I was just looking up average prices. Like I
Because
didn't.
I know there's a couple in Clinton, and I know. Did you say you had a homie in Dubuque? Someone told me that a homie in Dubuque with a
Even
full
better. I
studio.
thought I was gonna have to go to Chicago or something. But I
Did
mean,
you see his Facebook?
Yeah,
Dude, isn't that bitching?
that is
I
why.
don't
Shout
think
out
I could
Kansas
do more than an hour because I've been practicing that shit all the time. Like I can just get it out and then
No,
I'll
that's
leave
fair.
it. Has to fuck with it.
Well, that's the thing I was gonna say. Is like your hour is going in recording, and it's gonna be so different. Like this is what I want. Like, have you ever seen Blackboy Max and when they make a song?
Mhm.
Oh, gosh damn. All right. First off, we're gonna end the show. Thank you all for listening. We love you guys. Have a good night. Blah blah blah. Stay soft. See you soon. All that.